Belgrade, as many cities around Serbia, has suffered a lot because of war. Many people have had the doubt of what tomorrow brings. They were not certain they are able to support their children, and in this particular situation were my parents too. Knowing what we have been through actually strengthened my character. I used to run around outside of our restaurant, and very nearby something was going on, some kind of construction. I asked the workers, and then they told me that they're building tennis courts. I never heard the word tennis. I knew football and some other sports, but tennis was absolutely new to me and to my family. Fell in love instantly with the sport. I used to play for hours against the wall. On the television, I watched Pete Sampras play for his first Wimbledon title. That's when I decided to dream big and dream about being one day on the center court of Wimbledon and holding that trophy.
You said there you're reaching your peak. Do you think, though, you can still take it to another level, or do you think this is as good as it's going to get for you?
I like to use one quote that the limitations exist only in our minds, and if you start using imaginations, then your possibilities become limitless. So that's kind of a mindset that I have. I use my imagination. I do see myself achieving more. I'm hoping, I'm working hard on it, not only myself, but the entire team around me. Incredible how the excitement is rising as you approach any Grand Slam. And especially for me here in Paris, the one that I didn't win, it's completely different feeling coming to Paris and preparing for Roland Garros than any other event, really. Not in terms of pressure and expectations, but just in terms of excitement and getting on the court and competing and trying to see how far I can get. But that's something I look forward to, really. I mean, I've been building up and winning a lot of matches and putting myself in really position that maybe I never had before. Prior to Roland Garros. So, hopefully this is the year. I can't guarantee anything. I can't predict anything. I can't say how the tournament is going to go. But I'm going to try to give myself reason to believe I can make it through an everyday commitment, discipline, and things that I can influence. I appreciate things in life, and I value everything I have much more because of the past that I had. Mm-hmm. Serbia is a small country, of course, very small comparing to the United States, and we had a tough past, especially in the last 3 decades. We had 2 wars, we had a sanctions embargo for 10 years. People had to wait in a line for bread and milk, and it was tough. I've been through all of that with my grandparents, with my parents. There were times when I was not able to travel for the tournaments and junior circuit because we didn't have the financial possibilities. But when I look back, I'm happy that I had the past like this because, as I said in the beginning, it made me appreciate everything I have now.
Were you and your family in physical danger when you were a kid?
Yes, we were. I think most people would agree that war is something that doesn't bring any good to anybody. Nobody wins in the war, so I don't wish anybody to experience what I and my family or many Serbian people have experienced. You see the planes flying over your head, and bombs and people running away, crying, buildings burning, so forth. So it was really tough. You were, of course, worried for your survival, what the next day brings. But most importantly, we stayed together as people and as family, and it made us stronger.
That never leaves you, does it? You always have that in you, that experience that you lived through.
Yes, I do. And actually, it has been a big part of my mental strength and ability to kind of cope with big moments in my tennis career and with the pressure and expectations and so forth. I believe each season is bringing some new challenges and allowing you to grow in many levels. So I feel like today I'm more matured as a person. I've grown, I have improved, I have learned how to deal with my emotions better, and just overall a stronger player physically and mentally as well. So I'm trying to, incorporate all these experiences and things that made me stronger and made me who I am today, and of course keep the right path going.
It was Rafa who said that you're having one of the most memorable seasons in the history of the sport. So what are you doing differently this year?
Well, I've been trying to obviously respect the same kind of regime of training and kind of a lifestyle and dedication and professionalism to the sport that I've had over the course of the last 5-6 years, and it's been working really well. I think I just managed to reach at this time of my career and my life a peak of my abilities, mental, emotional and physical, so everything kind of came together, and so I'm a more experienced player. I know how to handle pressure on and off the court. So I approach to the tennis life very holistically. I try to cover every aspect of my life and my being in order to reach that height. If you see the football players, when they win a big title, Champions League for example, a lot of them, they fall to the ground. Yeah. It's just that there's so many emotions going through your mind, through your body. Undoubtedly there is a huge pressure and expectations and the importance of that moment, and you're aware of that. You can't put it aside and say, okay, I'm going to ignore it. No, it becomes a part of you. It consumes you. Now it's on you if you are able to overcome that obstacle, to face that I would say big sensation of mix of doubts, fears, excitement, pressure or so forth, and if you are able to become one with it, and then it allows you to get to where you want to be.